Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle, and you're watching Kayfabe Friends. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Kayfabe Friends, the podcast you need.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Kayfabe Friends. I'm the David Difference. Oh, what a difference a Dave makes. Here to Dave the world, along with my Kayfabe compadre that tried to get me fired, NJ Holiday.
Cut.
What do you mean? Come on.
No, that sounded good.
Yeah,
I like that. You said Dave the World.
Yeah, Dave the world.
What does that mean?
I'm here to Dave the world. I'm here to Dave you. Here to Dave you. Here to Dave you.
Oh, you say that a lot? I've never heard him say that. Dave the World. I like it. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
Dave the World.
Yeah.
That's a shirt then.
You always got to be, yeah.
Kayfabe
Dave the world.
Kayfabe merch. Dave the World.
There you
And
go.
then you have that picture of yourself in the middle.
You gotta show your face circling the world.
Let's not do this again where he's talking and nobody can hear him.
Oh, true.
No, we started. I thought we started.
All right,
Did
now,
we start?
okay. Now,
He said
he
it was
did-
that good.
he-
You said Dave the World.
yeah, no, I was.
I thought we was in the
Okay,
show.
no, we're good. Okay, so no, your catchphrase is perfect. Okay, boom. Now let's get it. Okay, you sound good. That's the energy I like to hear. Knock that rust off.
Welcome to Kayfabe Friends. I'm the David Difference. Oh, what a difference a Dave makes. Here to Dave the world, along with my Kayfabe compadre, the man that tried to get me fired off this very show.
The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Your favorite holiday, NJ Holiday. Here for this special Halloween edition, Kayfabe Friends.
Well, it's past Halloween.
Oh, well,
But is that who you're supposed to be, Bret Hart?
That's who I am. I am Bret the Hitman Hart.
I like it.
Yes.
Well, if you noticed, today's sponsor of this episode, it's election season.
Oh,
And we're
yes,
talking
it
about,
is.
and it doesn't matter who you're voting for.
We love you either way. Just keep it kayfabe.
Well, I think it all comes down to just being a real American. And today is brought to you by Real American Beer. The Holster.
I see it.
I went out to New Hampshire, went
I
out to
see
Boston, and I picked up a couple cases
I see
just
it.
for the set here. And we're going to do a little taste testing a
I
little bit
see
later
it.
on in the show. And
I am a real American. And you know what's crazy? You brought the Real American Beer
mhm.
in honor of Hulk Hogan. I even did one better for you. I came across something.
Okay.
Brought it to the set.
There it is. Look, he's destroying shit.
Brought it to the set. One of the most iconic pay-per-views that has ever happened. It was 15 years in the making.
Oh, yeah. WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 19, Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon. There you go. Added it to the set of all the
Appreciate it,
collectibles and WWE memorabilia now. So, like I said, it's been a while since we've been on the set. It's been like 2 weeks. So
It has
we both
been.
did our due diligence. We went out and brought some stuff to add to the show of Kayfabe Friends. When it comes to WrestleMania 19, for our wrestle heads that are watching us on the podcast, WrestleMania 19 took place in March of 2003. Tell us what you remember from WrestleMania 19, my compadre.
Well, I could tell you, again, I'm not a guy with dates or whatever what means, but looking at this, Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah. First time ever they did
5-star
it.
classic right
Mhm.
there. That was amazing. Then you had Stone Cold Steve Austin taking on The Rock.
Yeah. The final one. That was the third one.
When
Complete the trilogy.
Austin went, that's when he went heel. Yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No.
That was who went over?
This was everybody. This was essentially Stone Cold Steve Austin's retirement match.
It was
this
The Rock
was-
won,
The Rock won 3 rock bottoms.
and he sat there. He said, "I love you."
Mm-hmm.
The Rock said, "I love you," and they exchanged some words. Yeah. This was a hell of a WrestleMania, man.
Not only is that a hell
Shawn
of a
Michaels versus Jericho,
Yes.
Triple H versus Booker.
Yeah.
People like you.
Yeah, here we go. Triple H versus Booker T for the world title,
I don't
yes.
know.
But not to mention, Undertaker was on there.
Oh, yeah.
He was WrestleMania 19. He was slated to have a tag team match with him and his tag team partner, a newcomer by the name of Nathan Jones.
Right.
And they were supposed to go up against the Big Show and A-Train. But as it got close to the event, Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard, they saw that this dude is just not ready for no match, let alone a match on the card of WrestleMania.
Right.
So they found a way to write him off the morning of WrestleMania, Sunday Night Heat, when that was a thing. They had a segment where Jamie Noble found him attacked in the locker room, and then the medical team said he wasn't able to
It's not
compete.
cleared.
And then Undertaker had to go into WrestleMania 19, a handicap match against the Big Show and A-Train, these two giant masses of giants. And lo and behold, the streak was on the line, and the dead man came out on top.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Dead man won. I like that hoodie, man.
yeah,
That's some
man.
good
Got
stuff.
all his logos on. It's pretty dope.
Well, thank you for that. WrestleMania, definitely one of my favorites. I think, like we talked about, we're going to our road to WrestleMania because I'm excited, man. WrestleMania 41, everybody's talking about it, and it's just getting so much attention in the media here and like kind of all over. People are excited. 41.
WrestleMania. What they saying? Fiend, 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 fiend.
Who's saying that?
I mean, that was the promo. That was a promotional video for the event. That's the theme song.
Okay.
Fiend by Travis Scott, and then I'm yeeting to it because in the okay.
Yeah, well, good. no, but I'm hyped about it. I think the city's gonna be off the chain that whole week, and just leading up to it, like so many amazing events, and we got a lot of things in store, and a lot of stuff to get to on this episode.
Yeah, a lot of stuff we got to catch up on, man.
But I want to start it off and show some love and give some respect to our guy Chris Bey, who recently suffered a tragic accident during a match, a TV taping, and the whole community at this point has rallied behind him. I mean, it's just been an outpouring of love to Chris Bey. I just got off the phone with Joe DeFalco a couple hours ago, and it's some serious shit. You know, I mean, obviously we all know Bey. Like, we all got mad love for Bey. I met Bey the first day he came out here to train. And to hear that news, that like it's just unsettling. NJ, I know you're very close with him.
I moved out here. A huge part of me making the change to move from Texas to Las Vegas was because of the friendship that Coach Rink, Eli, Malik, and myself built with Chris Bey outside of wrestling at different shows that we was sharing the locker room with when it came to Atlantic City, when it came to him doing shows in Texas. And me talking to him before I made the move out here is what encouraged me to come out here and give all my attention to FSW and see if I can build up in the presence there. So with that being said, with him on a high, coming off of Bound for Glory in that epic ladder match that he was in with the Hardy Boys, and he landed one of the best versions of the art of finesse that I've ever seen, hitting Brian Myers off the ladder with that cutter. It's just unfortunate. And then, like I said, he was on a high. Mm-hmm. And then they stayed out there another day for a different set of tapings that they were going to air after Bound for Glory, obviously on Access TV. But it's an unfortunate situation, and we do hope he gets better soon. I know he will. Like I said, if anybody can pull it off, it's Chris Bey. Yeah. He's out there. He's surrounded by loved ones. I just saw them show love to him at the premiere of Fourth Rope, a West Side Gun wrestling promotion that he just kept off his first show in Chicago, Illinois, where it was a promotion ran by West Side Gun, and then Ace Austin made an appearance there, and he gave everybody an update. They even made him a nice tribute video there during the show for Chris Bey. An update on that, and also the GoFundMe account. We saw that he reached his goal of $50,000. So shout out to that. Yeah, way to surpass that now. So shout out to everybody that poured in love and came through for Chris Bey, because we know that Chris Bey would have did the same for us when it comes to that. So one of the most loved talents on the independent scene right now, one of the most loved brothers in the locker room right now, and I'm glad that he's surrounded by his loved ones and his friends and families, and I'm looking forward to seeing him as soon as he gets back to Las Vegas.
Yeah, definitely. Thoughts and prayers go out to Chris Bey. And, you know, in this business, I got to tell you, just like, again, being a part of like Cauliflower Alley Club, and, you know, just the love for the business and the love for everybody that's out there doing it, you know that these situations happen from time to time. And, you know, when I got the call, it was somebody random that was just like, "Oh, is Chris okay?" And I hadn't heard. And then I started hearing the buzz, and I'm like, well, people get hurt all the time. But when you start talking about emergency surgeries, that's like some serious stuff.
And shout out to the Detroit medical team that was on the TNA show, getting Chris Bey the necessary treatment that he needed in a nice, timely manner. That it was to get him into that emergency surgery as soon as possible. Like I said, shout out to them because, like, if it was a second later or an hour later, no telling how far worse that damage could have been. But the medical team was on staff. They were ready. They were prepared, and they got him to the necessary medical facility in the time that needed to be done to conduct that surgery that, like you just said, turned out to be a very epic success.
Yeah, and like you said, if anybody could pull through and come back, and just, I mean, it's not even about wrestling at this point. It's just want to see somebody living a healthy life for what he's given to the business. He's a beloved figure. You see everybody from Cody Rhodes to Killer Cross that have reached out and supported the GoFundMe. So if you get a chance, show some love. And like I said, I just got off the phone with Joe DeFalco. Next Saturday after FSW State of Emergency, we'll be doing a raffle and a fundraiser to benefit Chris Bey and help him out through these times. So, I know you'll be there. Culture Inc. will be there. So there'll be memorabilia that raffling off, and doing auctions. They
just did they announced the first item on the auction today. Y'all can bid on that right now. Cutthroat Cody's authentic jacket is going. I think the starting bid was $100. Hopefully, we've gotten that number up because they announced it like maybe 7 hours ago. So hopefully that number is way up now. If any of y'all can check out Joe DeFalco's Facebook page, check out the Future Stars of Wrestling fan page, and y'all check out that Cutthroat Cody leather jacket that's being auctioned. All the proceeds going to Chris Bey and his medical fees.
Yeah. So again, thoughts and prayers. We are working on something for December to really help out, but I'm just like, I love the wrestling community and how everybody pulled together in a situation like this.
Also, TNA, they got an auction going on too in our next episode. So shout out to TNA stepping up. And like I said, TNA also, I think they were the first to release a statement that was written out or typed out for the most part from Chris Bey's own mouth. And then they put out a nice statement of saying how he was feeling, how the surgery was, and how he is very appreciative of all the love that's being poured out from all over, man. So shout out to TNA Impact taking care of one of their own, and shout out to this auction that they put in place. Some another public fund to put towards Chris Bey's medical fees.
Yeah, I think it's just everybody's pulling together for this one. So if you see any posts out there, I know Pro Wrestling Tees is doing something. Like everybody's doing something, and well, not everybody, but a lot of entities are out there and individuals are doing things. So if you see that and you have an opportunity to support the cause, Chris Bey is a guy who didn't have a plan B. There's no plan B for Chris Bey. It was wrestling. And you saw that, and it got him to where he's at and where he was going to go and is going to go. He's dedicated to the sport. So, like, giving back to something that he gave his all to, like, I mean, we just ask for your support on that. And we know you're going to kick out.
Yeah.
ASAP. He's that guy.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir. He'll be out there to wrestle another Bey.
Yeah.
So shout out to Chris Bey. And then kind of transition. I mean, how do you transition from that? Which is
yeah, it is kind of hard to transition to that. Like I said, we can stay on the topic of that was one eventful day. Because like I said, us finding out about the Chris Bey injury during that tragic tag team match that he did the night after Bound for Glory. Some other news was released on the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, with WWE announcing their WWE ID program, WWE ID Independent Development Program. WWE is now partnering with not one, but five independent pro wrestling schools in the United States, as far as providing more exposure for some hot talent on the independent circuit from these individual schools when it comes to posting their matches on a WWE platform or a WWE website, as far as letting them fly into the PC and for a tryout, and also work and get some workouts in with some of the other WWE talent and have access to the WWE facility, not as a WWE contracted wrestler, but still as an independent wrestler. And they're also going to be providing some financial assistance to this independent wrestler when it comes to bookings and travelings and stuff when it comes to out of the state and in state. So that is a huge, astronomical, big announcement in the game of independent wrestling to where you don't have to. There is a silver lining when it comes to you being at one place for so many years, especially when it comes to these WID schools. One of them being Booker T's Reality Wrestling in Houston, Texas. The other one being Cody Rhodes, the Nightmare Academy in Atlanta, Georgia. The other one all the way back here on the West Coast,
Knox
Big
Pro.
Kishi,
Yep.
Rukishi's Knox Pro. The Elite Training Academy, and then last but not least, the Black and the Brave, ran by none other than Seth Rollins in Davenport, Idaho. So
Yeah.
shout out to those 5 schools. Shout out to WWE doing this. This is huge news, groundbreaking news, and I'm excited. And everybody on the independent scene should be more motivated to like hit the ground running and not miss a day of training.
Well, not only that, but I think it's also, I mean, yes, tremendous opportunity for the schools involved. Obviously, for the independent promotions involved. But obviously, if you're tied in with WWE like Cody Rhodes and Knox Pro, and you're going to get that shoe in. But this gives a lot of opportunities to a lot of other independents.
It's a direct pathway to the WWE. It is huge.
Right.
Huge.
Right. And understanding that it's if you haven't looked at your promotion as a business and you're just running shows and this is why you do the prep ahead of time.
This is exactly
because
why
they would have came knocking if you were ready. So, now's the opportunity for people to really look at their promotion and ask, are they doing what they need to be doing? Not only as a promotion, but for the talent that comes through that promotion. And I think that this is huge industry news. I mean, us being so tapped in with independent wrestling, there's that huge separation, right? It's like independent and then everybody aspires to get to that next level. But I think that this is a eye-opener from WWE that they are watching the independents, that they support the wrestling community as a whole and saying, we're going to give you the guidance, because not just financial opportunities or training opportunities, but it's guidance of how to navigate your career, media exposure, media training, things of that nature that a lot of these independent promotions assume you already know when you show up and don't teach. But I think that it's time for an initiative like this. I mean, it's probably past due, but it's huge for the industry.
Long overdue, but
huge for the industry.
It is huge for the industry. But also, to piggyback on what you just said, it also adds more fuel to the fire for a lot of these independent athletes that didn't feel like they needed to work on those things when it comes to their character, promos, media, you know what I'm saying, how to conduct yourself, PR, all that stuff. So now you have no excuse not to have those tools in your repertoire when it comes to working with these schools that are part of this WWE ID program with Booker T's Reality Wrestling leading the charge, where you can find none other than Coach Rink. So, like I said, that's another thing for us that I'm excited for. And like I said, this is something that has been in the grounds work for the last year and a half. So I'm glad for it to actually come to fruition and not have a stop and go, or to get like the legs pulled from underneath it and then not become a reality. So now that it's here and it's arrived, I'm ready, excited to hit the ground running, man. Yeah,
no, it's big. And, you keyed on something as far as, let's talk about this, because, you know a lot of these wrestlers out here, and, obviously we're in contact with them. One of the main things that draws me to a character or a persona or a talent is their character work, right? And as you said, a lot of these wrestlers will think that, I got the moves, I got this, I got that, I can get by, I'm good.
And they become complacent and they become stagnant.
How important, I would look at it like it's so easy nowadays to be able to set up a mic, set up a camera, and spit some shit, and get comfortable. Get comfortable with who you want to be, how you want to present yourself. Get in front of the mirror. If you don't have mouthpiece, if you haven't went through a couple different characters, you look at like a Damian Drake.
Yeah.
Like he's gone through some different, but he's trying to find this, and I love that. Because he goes from one to the other. And I think now this persona that he's doing is like, it resonates. And I could tell that he's just getting more confident, but you got to try stuff. Yeah. People are like, that's not my strong suit. I could do this flip and that flip. Cool. but that only gets you so far. Like, this business is about storytelling. If you're not a character that's in the story that people want to invest in, you're only going to go so far. I mean,
you got a ceiling.
Name a top name talent that didn't have that. I mean, there's been some. I mean, you look at like a Chris Benoit. He wasn't a. I mean, what was his character? I mean, do you hear what I'm saying?
The Rabbit Wolverine.
Yeah,
that was the moniker. So he kind of no. That was the moniker, but that was kind of like the kind of like ruthless aggression, kind of like rabid, like very intense.
He had
in-ring technician to where like,
but he didn't talk.
No, he didn't talk. I'll give you that. No, okay. He talked. His way of talking was like in the ring, as far as like with the different moves, the submissions, the intensity, and yeah, the way that he'll beat somebody down, make them tap out.
But I mean, to me, it was like it's the promos that invest you into the match, invest you into the feuds, and like if you're not a talker, I just there's been millions of people.
There's only somebody,
and it's like
Jack Swagger. You know what I'm saying? Right. He was a guy that was like a huge blue chip prospect coming out of Oklahoma, and WWE signed him real quick. And they kind of rushed him, getting him to the top, gave him money in the bank, became world champion, but he could never talk. Right. So then when he was up there in the mountaintop as the world heavyweight champion in 2010, you know what I'm saying? He had a little feud with the Big Show. And then they was quick to get him off of him, the title off of him by Rey Mysterio beat him in a fatal four-way. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because you can't carry. I mean, you look at like Cody Rhodes. He is the perfect example of somebody that's honed in and that can carry a company as the champion. Like if you're not that guy,
is he?
He's not.
Is he carrying the company, or is Roman Reigns still carrying the company?
Oh no, well, Roman Reigns is that guy, but even more so,
he couldn't talk.
Cody Rhodes is like he's media set.
Yeah,
he can get out there. Yeah. He goes to these appearances. He is a good representative. He be doing these local
podcasts too.
He's a great representative for the company.
Yeah.
And he talks and he gets out there. He's got the look. That's what I'm saying. It's like
I'm with you. Okay.
He's that proper representative.
He's
ambassador.
The perfect model citizen to have as the face of the company to promote the brand when it comes to making his PR rounds and his media rounds and the radio station rounds and the podcast rounds. Okay, well, I don't know about that. I was instead of Hogan, let's do Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, The Rock. These are people. So
John Cena.
I just want to say it's very important, and they already. I know these cats, and I'll tell them like, you just got to work on that character and that gimmick of yours, and they're like, I know that sucks.
But Hogan could never be a better representative for the company than the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart. That was the man. He was the foundation. He was the gold.
He was the foundation. Foundation of what?
Was he not?
Our foundation?
Of the new generation era. He was the leading man.
Disagree.
Wait. Okay.
He was.
So keep in mind.
What generation was this? This was the generation when nobody was watching?
Wow. Let me speak for 1 second. You're not going to do that. The new generation era was the era that they ushered in right as those fossils left WWF
so
and
that
went
was
to
the
the
era
WCW.
when people weren't watching. And I mean, you just watched the McMahon documentary. That's when things started tanking, right?
No. It started taking when Hogan overstayed his welcome, and it was here in Vegas. What did he do? Here in Vegas, what did he do, David?
He won the title. Something that Bret couldn't do at WrestleMania.
Wait a second.
Didn't he?
Bret did.
He saved Bret.
No, he didn't. Well, what happened the following year when Hogan finally took his ball and became a movie star?
Beat him for me.
No,
you don't remember that?
I do remember that. I do.
Please, Hogan. Please, Hogan.
But Bret made up for it the following year by beating Yokozuna in LA for the title.
Too late.
As the man.
Too late. I was never a Bret Hart guy. I respect anybody in the business. I respected some of his feuds. I liked him and the Shawn Michaels stuff.
Him and Owen Hart.
Him and
Stone Cold.
Oh, that match.
Thank you.
Okay, but to say he's the foundation.
Him and Shawn Michaels.
That's what I said.
Oh, well, okay. Well, yeah.
What was the first one I said?
Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, Owen Hart, and Yokozuna.
No, I get it. I'm saying he's had a great career. He's one of the best to ever do it.
Him and The Undertaker?
He's one of the best to ever do it, but calling him the foundation and saying he's the greatest of all time was not. And nowadays, and it's very interesting because I watch Bret interviews, this guy is just Always bitter.
He's
Always
not
got
always bitter. He was just
always got some shit to say about what's wrong with wrestling and what's wrong with WWE and what's wrong with this person.
He has the attitude when the name Goldberg comes up. That's it.
That's it. Just Goldberg.
It's just
All
Goldberg.
right.
Maybe Hogan because he's a piece of.
Who else?
It's just Goldberg and Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels.
And,
I feel like
who else? You got another name? Okay. Who else? He's bitter. He's upset. Eric Bischoff, WCW.
Yeah, it was Eric. Yeah,
all he talks about is how everybody screwed him over.
It's the truth.
Yeah. Well, I understand
It was
it to
a
a degree.
complete truth.
I understand it to a degree, but he's had such an illustrious career. Let that shit go.
He has. He came in.
I just saw
He came
an
and he hugged.
interview the other day where he was bitching about some shit, and I was like, that's when I was like, let's do a segment.
You talking about the McMahon documentary? That's what you talking
Which
about?
one?
The McMahon documentary on Netflix.
It was after that.
He was just on WWE.
Yeah. He's always talking some shit.
Then the ring general Gunther got him in the ring and said, "My favorite wrestler was Goldberg growing up."
yeah.
Just okay, but yeah.
But
shout out to Gunther. He's
shout out to the Hitman, man. Is it talent? I don't know. It was just, I mean, everybody's got their favorites, right? So if that was your guy
in that era, that was my guy.
Yeah, I wasn't watching during that era, so I got.
What was you you was watching before that era? So what?
I mean, so I
what
would, I would catch it. I wasn't, and like as I got older, I was like, right now it's not popping. So once, Hogan started getting like, this is some
he
bullshit.
was in Hollywood, Mr.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. But even
Mr.
as a
Suburban Commando,
even as a Hogan fan, I was like, this has been going on too long. And like that was the whole sentiment of the wrestling world. So that faded. Then they brought in, all these characters. So like,
what during the New Generation era?
Mantar, the whole just
Mantar.
They brought in all these crazy, when they first kicked off Monday Night Raw and everything. It's just
who was on the first episode of that? Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. At that point, it was like I wasn't watching because I was like, I'm out of touch with it. I came back when it got gritty again. When NWO was formed, Hogan, switched up.
Hey, I don't know if we can move the camera, but him and that man, Roddy Piper, had a nice rivalry for the Intercontinental Championship.
Who's that?
Bret the Hitman Hart and Roddy Piper.
Let's get off this Bret the Hitman Hart train, dude. You didn't even put on your outfit.
This guy. Because like I said, where's your outfit? I was supposed to be Bret. You were supposed to be Jim.
Shawn Michaels. I should have worn a wig.
You could have been Shawn Michaels.
You're right. Wig.
Yeah, he could have put a wig
Can
on.
We restart this episode?
Get the chaps going, you know what I'm saying? Could have been, but he didn't want to do it. But I got the sunglasses, and we're honoring the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart. Yeah, right here on the Kayfabe Friends. It's Halloween. Yes, sir.
So again, this is brought to you by Real American Beer, brother. I can't wait to crack into it a little bit later, man. This is some good stuff, and we're gonna do a full taste test a little later on in this episode here. Do you drink beer?
So if I think it's shit, then do I just spit it out?
Speak your mind, man. It's a sponsor. I wouldn't do that, but it's up to you, man.
Okay. Nah, I like beer. I'm a Heineken kind of guy.
Okay. Did you get a chance to watch Crown Jewel this weekend?
I did.
Thoughts? Any? I don't want to go tit for tat and detail by detail.
I know how you say that. Okay, I get it.
Let's just
you don't like the full holiday intense play-by-play review and the analysis on what was good and why it was good and what was bad and why it was bad. I get it. You just want a quick
I do
review.
Want what was good and what was bad, but I don't need blow-by-blow details.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched it. So no need. And you've watched it. If you're a fan, you've watched it. So you don't need NJ telling you, painting a picture for you. Let's just talk about the shit. Let's talk about the bloodline.
Hey, man.
They kicked off the show.
Hey, your tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, pinned Roman Reigns clean.
He goes straight to the end.
Yeah, man. Pinned him clean. That's what you said. He just said that's how you wanted it.
That's what I said. Go straight to this.
You did.
Okay, next match.
No. You were still talking about the bloodline.
Yeah.
And what drastic implications that lies in wait, and you can still talk about what happened after the match. Relax.
Okay.
Tell the people what happened after Solo pinned Roman Reigns clean in the ring.
Let's start before that.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about the way how they was uncoordinated, uncolor coordinated as far as like Jay, Jimmy, and and Roman came out there looking like
there was that. So what did you think of the entrance? First you got Roman Reigns and Jimmy coming out.
I didn't like it.
And then you wait and Jay.
Jay comes out by himself.
I understand from the story aspect. Roman saying it's different this time. Come out, get your shine. He respects now that he's an individual talent. Like we touched on before, is now they know the twins apart, right? So I get it. If you're looking Bloodline, it did look weird.
All I'm saying is that wouldn't have happened under Bret Hart's watch when it comes to the Hart Foundation, the way he ran his faction. Roman, you gotta get it together, dog. You gotta get it together. I didn't like it, and that's why they lost.
Stop bringing Bret Hart.
That's
we
why they
did
lost.
the Bret Hart segment. Done. Dead.
No, I'm a fan, true in, true out.
Okay, well,
just
that's
like you're
good.
gonna bring up Hogan again when we drink the real American beer. Okay, don't play that game with me because you know you are. All right. So all I'm saying is, Roman. And what's crazy is just say you're sorry. Just apologize to Jay. You know what else he did recently? He has a he did the yeet,
Okay.
but Roman Reigns has a TikTok account, right? He don't follow nobody.
Yeah.
He don't follow nobody. Today he made his first follow to one person and one person only. You know who that person was?
Jey Uso.
Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Just say you're sorry. Okay.
Isn't that? Hold on. He's the head of the table. Let's not forget
Is
that.
he?
The
Solo just beat him clean. I think Solo's ahead of the table now. Yeah, think about it.
So I understand from a storytelling aspect.
He is. And he got the Uber follow.
What happened there? But yeah, so tell me, how did Roman Reigns look during this match to you?
He didn't look like the guy. He didn't like the man. He didn't like the tribal chief. He didn't like the man that just came off of. He didn't like the man that he did when he was in the middle of an historic 1,000-day championship reign as your undisputed universal heavyweight champion of the world. Right. God mode. It looked like little puppy mode to me. Okay.
Well, let's not get disrespectful. But
he ain't my tribal chief.
No.
Solo Sikoa is my tribal chief. Las Vegas' own Solo Sikoa, the street champ, is our tribal chief.
I think what's missing.
How dare you? He went to FSW. You sat there and watched the man's match and you want to switch up.
My God, Roman Reigns is.
How dare you, dog? You should be ashamed of yourself.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Roman Reigns, I know what's missing.
Okay.
Right now.
You.
Like, so, no.
You as a man.
No.
Why, man?
No. So, yeah, just the way he came. Like, he's giving Jay his flowers. Come out, do your thing. He let him go in first. He was like, all right, you go. This could go one of two ways.
Okay.
Either he just embraces it, or at the end of the day, he's going to flip and like, I'm the tribal chief again. I ain't playing this shit. Which will be good because Jay still needs to go off and do his own thing because he's built up what he has now as an individual wrestler. But I think that the piece that's missing, and we may see it,
the wise man.
Yeah, sooner than later.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman is I mean, the pep talks, the hype he gave him, the reminders that you are the tribal chief, my tribal chief. That's going to change the dynamic.
He looked like a man that was in need of his wise man, and that's why we saw the Roman Reigns that we saw at Crown Jewel lost on the island of relevancy, and he is passing off the relevancy off to Jey Uso. He's not going to work like that.
Right.
It's not going to work like that. You are the tribal chief.
And I think
you thought you were, now it's Solo.
Well, I think him getting pinned, right? Like if we're telling a story, right? That's got to fuck with him, right? I would think so. Roman Reigns, undefeated for so long, then he gets pinned 1, 2, 3 by Solo Sikoa. It's time for. It's already like it's moving quickly.
But yeah, that's what needed to happen. Okay, because people are so quick to forget. Bad blood. Roman Reigns pins Solo.
Yeah.
Now Solo gets his get back and he pins Roman. So now Survivor Series War Games, the Battle of the Bloodline, Sami Zayn in the same side as the OG Bloodline. You say you didn't want it. You didn't want to see it.
Don't want it.
But what happened? Sami Zayn, of all people, in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia, of all places.
Horrible. Sammy, go do your own thing. Go do your own thing. Go get beat up by somebody else again. here's what I.
Oh, he's knee deep in the storyline. No, he's in the match. He's in the match.
Oh, I
He's
see it
in the
happening.
match.
But here's also what I see happening is Roman Reigns whooping his ass pretty soon. Did he not kick him?
Accidentally.
You think Roman's gonna once the wise man gets back? Yeah.
He's not gonna beat him up. It's just he's gonna listen to Jey Uso. Okay, Jey. What do you think? What do you think? I'm gonna put the ball in your court. What do you think I should do? And then Jay's gonna tell him. And then boom.
He's gonna bite his tongue.
4-on-4.
He's gonna bite his tongue for a little while. And then he's gonna go back. Like he's gotta come back to the tribal chief we all know.
Yeah.
Because you know who's after Solo. Like if he just got pinned by Solo, you know who he's got down the road.
Right.
The final boss. The final boss. So he better step his shit up, man, and get ready. He better get his head in the game. He needs his wise man. He needs Sami Zayn to get the fuck out of there.
Because the story is there, because it's perfect, because they still didn't explain how in the hell did Solo get his hands on the Ulafala. It only makes sense that after Roman lost that championship to Cody, Rock went and got that Ulafala and gave it to Solo.
Well, I think that's evident. If you go to our YouTube channel, you'll hear the short posted with Solo in the crowd after The Rock came back, said it's all part of the plan. So you put that together. So yeah, Roman Reigns versus the final boss. That's going to be a monster. That's the one all the Cody crybabies ruined last year. But I think this year there is a whole different take on it, because we didn't have the final boss if it wasn't for the Cody crybabies. The final boss wouldn't have came out.
No.
And it would have just been
the Brahma Bull.
Good, yeah.
The Brahma Bull.
Taking on Roman Reigns, and then it would have been like, okay.
Yep.
Now it has evolved into one of the dopest stories that can be of all time in professional wrestling, and I'm looking forward to that. One of the things at Crown Jewel so I didn't like that he got pinned. I understand that it gives credibility to the other side. Obviously they can't just run through him, or else it makes no point, especially going into Survivor Series. But after Sami Zayn kicks him, right? Roman's there knocked. He just got knocked silly by Sami Zayn. And nobody helps him. He's just laying there, and they're just standing around him.
I mean, you can't do nothing at that point. He already took the bullet.
They don't even check on him. They don't check on him like that's.
Jimmy's mad that Sammy came out there, because Jimmy and Jay just saw Sammy talking to Solo. That Monday before, but then it was a nice swerve from Sammy. He was gonna hug him, and then he swerved him and hit him with the exploded suplex. Boom! Sammy is chosen his side. Sammy's officially on the side with Jay and Jimmy. So now we're going to go through this list of hoops again like they did 2 years ago, where Sammy has to prove his loyalty to the bloodline. And then lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? Sammy's the final member of the OG bloodline when it comes to the Bloodline War Games match in Vancouver, Canada at the end of this month. I love it.
Well, I think as the bloodline evolves, let's do some fantasy booking here.
Okay, you got it.
I mean, there's a lot of names that fuck Sami Zayn. All right.
Who could you put in this situation that's been the story?
I'm just saying overall for Bloodline.
Okay.
There's so many people in the family, right?
Zilla Fatu.
Obviously Zilla, right?
Yeah.
Obviously Zilla.
That's my guy. That's the Uso. Congratulations, Us. The first ever fourth rope champion. Just beat Moose, TNA talent, this past Sunday in Chicago, Illinois, the first ever fourth rope event. So shout out to the main one, Zilla Fatu, your new fourth rope, first ever fourth rope world champion. Yeah,
shout out to Zilla, man. He's a beast. Obviously, everybody's speculating when's he going to come in, what's going to be his role. But I would think it would be very interesting to bring in some females to the bloodline. I also think it would be very interesting to bring some of the OGs in, Haku, Rikishi.
I hate you went there, because I was hoping they did that last year with the whole SummerSlam tribal comeback. Oh, what did Roman say? Did the ancestors know about this? What ancestors? They didn't bring nobody. So y'all just in Detroit doing an old-fashioned 8 Mile street fight.
Right.
Where the hell was the elders at? You just had Jimmy Uso pop up and kick his brother in the face. I did it for you. I didn't want you to turn up like him.
I did it for The Rock.
But now Solo's adding a lot of validity to what Jimmy said with all that, because look what Solo has become.
Yeah,
And so Jimmy didn't want Jay to become what Solo is now. So now it all came full circle now. But yeah, I wish you didn't say that answers. I wish they would have been came out.
Yeah. I could see, like, especially for, Survivor Series, if they really hyped it up. I don't know. Like, this match yesterday at Crown Jewel came together pretty quick.
Yeah, it came together the day before.
Yeah. Like, okay, we're
the
all
day
one.
before.
And then there was the match. I was like, oh shit, this is
damn,
going on.
I didn't even know they was gonna be inside. I thought they was gonna go straight to Survivor Series.
I thought I missed that. And I was like, okay, did they? I just missed it?
It was just the night before.
Yeah,
they taped it the week before, and then they was already inside. So I'm like, okay.
Because the post I clipped or the clip I posted on YouTube was the week before that, where they did the yeet, and then they all got out. Then that was after the cameras went off. So this week they finally reunited, did it for TV, and then Saturday, I was like, okay, here we go. But what would be dope? Survivor Series, and you got these elders.
Okay.
Could
Talk
be.
to me.
I mean, there's so many that you could put up there. I mean, obviously, Alpha and Sika have passed away. That would have been beautiful if they're just at the top of the ramp and these thrones, tribal thrones, whatever they got, watching the match, guiding, giving, like, whoever wins. They give them the next tribal chief. They anoint them. I think that would be dope, and just add to it. Plus, give flowers to those that paved the way and didn't have this opportunity that they have right now going on with the bloodline. Thoughts on that?
Like I said, it would have been a perfect spectacle. It would have a perfect landmark moment for WWE, a good visual to have for the end of time when it comes to the opening moniker and the opening thing of Then, Now, Forever. Just that shot of the elders, like you just said, on the ramp that they play before every Raw and SmackDown. And you got Rikishi, you got Haku, you got Alpha, you got Sika, and then you got Solo, you got the other piece of the family. So, yeah, man, it's unfortunate. And like I said, The Rock comes out there and stands up there too, and he hands it off. It would have just been a nice landmark, wholesome moment that would be stamped in our brains to the end of time when it comes to this bloodline storyline. It would have added so much credibility to it. It could have been gone back to for so many different layers and different segments when it comes to OG Bloodline. But where they're going now, we're on pace for that with
WrestleMania.
No, Survivor Series. We ain't gotta wait that late.
I think
Survivor
WrestleMania where shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah, with the Bloodline War Games match now coming to shape. Finally, it's something we've been fantasizing about for a whole year now. So now it's actually here. It's actually time, and it's actually taking shape. I couldn't be more excited. And then you can't. It's the last pay-per-view of the year, so you can't have this without the final boss coming out and doing something. Something.
Right.
Just like he did at Bad Blood. He didn't have to do that, but he did it.
Oh yeah.
So he's invested. The
Rock.
He's on the board.
Else, man.
He's on the board. He's the boss.
Yeah.
He's the Rock. He's your boss. So I'm excited. The Rock is invested. Roman is healthy. Jimmy is healthy. Solo is coming into his own now as far as being a character now with him just talking more with his promos. Jacob Fatu is becoming even more of a beast.
Jeez.
That stare down him and Roman had a few weeks ago in that cage, just the goosebumps. And then the stare down he had with Braun Breaker on Raw.
They went apeshit for that.
Those two matches just teased off with the stare downs. Jacob Fatu is proving his worth, and I couldn't be any more proud of Uso.
That's so crazy. It's because, for years and years, I was like, when's he getting in there? And obviously for politics and whatnot.
Triple H took charge, and we see. Because, like I said, he couldn't even get into Canada for Money in the Bank because of his prior records.
And there he was.
And now Triple H leading the charge until he expunged it, took care of it, and it's paying dividends. And the OG storyline is benefiting the most from it.
There you go. And if you want the exclusive interview we got with Jacob Fatu and Zella, I don't think we can air it. I've been told not to air this one, but
we can we can throw out a snippet for y'all can get a little bit of teaser of it.
We may give you a little something from that.
Our guy Shakur was there. It was like I said, it was nice. It was good to see these guys and just the passion and hearing the the vindication from like Jacob being able to tag with Zilla, because at the time him and Zilla were tagging nonstop and pretty consistently on the independent scene when it came to Game Changer Wrestling. So him having an opportunity to tag with his fellow Uso, his younger cousin, and then talking about the possibility of going to the WWE, he still had no idea that he would be signed 3 weeks later.
Right.
You know,
it happened so quick, right?
It happened so quick.
Because we
like
saw
at the Rumble.
At Royal Rumble, then at WrestleMania.
And at WrestleMania, he was backstage. So it was just crazy. Yeah, right, it was just funny how life works. God is good. God is great. You know what I'm saying? And now
definitely
Jacob
earned it, man. Never like follow your passion. Like he's got such a beautiful story of, you know, and he tells it a lot of, you know, sitting in jail, seeing the Usos on TV, and was like, I'm gonna switch my shit around. I need to get straight from my wife, my kids, this and that, and just focus on this wrestling stuff. And I mean, it takes time. It takes time. That's anybody out there that's chasing like God's delays are not God's denials. Always believe that. Like, stick with it. If you believe and you got the talent and you got the passion and you got the grit, you're gonna get there.
If you believe it, you can what? You can achieve it.
Ooh, yes. Look at NJ Holiday motivating people.
Stay woke.
So and then real quick, speaking on the bloodline, Haku, my guy, we just saw him over at Cauliflower Alley Club this year. Just dropped his acting debut.
You know what's crazy about that? You know what's crazy about all that? They filmed it. So there's a scene in there they filmed at my training school in Florida.
Okay.
There's a scene you guys will see where it's him and Glacier.
It's the Unbreakable Bunch.
It's on Prime Video, it's on Prime, Amazon Prime, or like all streaming platforms or something maybe like that. Yeah. But y'all just keep this in mind while y'all listen to this episode. When you're watching the film, what's the name of the film again? So,
The Unbreakable Bunch, now available on streaming platforms and Amazon.
There's a scene on there that they filmed out of my training school in Orlando, Florida, Pro Wrestling 2.0, where you'll have myself and Malik Bo City. They filmed it like 3 years ago. That's
Are you in there?
Yeah.
You're in the movie?
Yes, me and Malik are in there during the Battle Royal. You'll see it. It's like, I know they filmed.
Did you watch it?
I haven't had a chance to. I just saw the poster literally yesterday.
But you know you're in there.
Because didn't they drop it yesterday? They dropped it yesterday,
2 days ago, yeah.
Well, 2 days ago.
You didn't get scrapped?
I don't know. I got to watch it.
Oh, so you might not be in there.
Because
I'm in there too. They came to my house and filmed. I don't know if they cut it, but
they came here.
Yeah, Dave came. I don't know if they cut it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it this week.
Who came to your house?
Yeah, the film crew and Glacier.
Okay.
Were you a fan of Glacier?
Wait. I need you to clear that up. Did Haku or the film crew came to your house? Which one?
Haku with the film crew came to my house, and
what?
I don't know if it's gonna make the movie. I gotta watch it.
And what was you doing in the?
It's 3 years ago, man.
See,
I don't even remember.
What was you doing in the?
Just talking shit like I do.
Talking shit about who? What are you talking shit about?
You.
Dave, are you in this movie too? That's crazy. Yeah. And now look, here we are.
Kayfabe Friends.
Kayfabe Friends, the podcast you need.
We're talking about Haku's debut.
Yeah.
This is the Kayfabe Friends.
This is the Kayfabe action debut.
The Unbreakable Bunch. You could catch us both in there if they didn't cut us out of it.
Culture Inc., Dave the Difference, and the Unbreakable Bunch. Y'all check it out. As soon as y'all get a clip of the
why don't we get a clip of it?
No.
They got to do it?
Like our viewers, once y'all get a clip of us in it, y'all record it and y'all tag us in it and we'll share it on our page. But damn, man, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Okay. That's dope.
The Unbreakable Bunch, man. So
Haku's actually very nice guy.
He is.
He is very nice.
I'm interested to see his
I
acting.
thought he was going to be a complete, hard ass.
Yeah.
Like a mean.
From the stories that everybody tells about him.
Yeah, but he is.
Well, they say he's one of the toughest, but one of the nicest. Like, but if you rub him the wrong way, or if it's time to do battle, he's not the person you want to mess with. But he's very gracious. Always at Cauliflower Alley Club. Can we talk about that real quick? Transition in CAC as we're going into this. What is it? 2025 is coming quick, man.
I don't think it's too quick. It's been a long year. I've enjoyed it.
There's been so much, but it's flying by. Okay, whatever.
October was a long month for me.
Was it? I don't know. Everything is just moving at the speed of light in a good way, but
a great way.
They just voted me onto the executive board.
Oh wow!
At Cauliflower Alley Club.
Hey, let's clap it up now. Clap it up for everybody in the background. Clap it up. Huge news from my co-host compadre on the executive board. Yeah.
The final boss.
The final boss, yes.
Yeah, so that's good news. That's exciting, and I think it'll give me more opportunities to assist. I was already stressing myself out,
Yes,
so now I'm like, what does this entail? But I think it'll be a good move as far as a lot of things we've been talking about moving forward to really get this media stuff popping off and getting the exposure out there for what CAC is all about and spreading that word, because I think we definitely want to reach the different generation with this. So I'm excited for that. I had a long call with Medusa the other day, and she just kind of wished me well if this is what I wanted to do. And, it's just, it's glad to be a part of the team and, climbing that ladder, man. So
damn, what a hell of a month you had. Because like I said, you just making that exclusive, that groundbreaking announcement. That congratulations to you, by the way, of being on the executive board. You earned it. You worked your tail off for it. You did more than what you were asked when it comes to promoting the Cauliflower Alley Club, monetizing it a bit, and like bringing it to the forefront of here in the wrestling Vegas scene. So shout out to you. But not only that, man, you went viral. You went viral, man. You got national attention. The Sting interview conducted by yours truly, Dave the Difference, was officially dropped. It was posted, and it caught waves, man. It went viral.
And finally, Sting was at the 58th annual Cauliflower Alley Club and spoke to the David Difference, in which he shared an update on his current AEW status.
The Stinger is Ron Stinger.
And talked about his future with AEW in an interview with the David Difference.
The icon is still around. Speaking to Kayfabe Friends, Sting shared that he has signed a new deal with AEW.
With All Elite Wrestling. He was speaking to Kayfabe Friends, and he said, I signed a multi-year deal with AEW. Obviously not.
The icon Sting has addressed his current contract status with the organisation. Speaking with the David Difference at the 58th annual Cauliflower Alley Club Reunion. Sting
was talking about this in an interview with the David Difference.
Induction in 2016, Sting announced his retirement, and on the podcast said that Vince McMahon really wanted the icon to retire under his umbrella.
Sting updated fans during an interview with the David Difference.
We are at Sting, I think maybe 40,000 views now.
Yeah, we're coming up on 40,000 views.
40,000
views. It's been like 3 weeks. That was the thing. I mean, because we was all there. This was April, right?
Yeah.
Was it? No, August. When the hell was? Yeah, August. We was at we was downtown for CAC, and I was with
the end of August.
I was with Moon at the time, and we had talked to Sting earlier in the day, but it was just kind of like we was going through the motions, and there was such a set schedule that didn't have time to really do anything. But yeah, the second he hopped off stage, I said, Moon, grab the camera, let's go, and there you have it.
You being too modest. So I'm gonna just go ahead and give my compadre his flowers.
Okay.
40,000 views and counting right now on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. It was covered by Sports Illustrated, The Wrestling Observer, Sports Kita, Fightful, Inside the Ropes, WrestleZone, Wrestle Talk, Figure 4 Online, E-Wrestling News, Wrestling Attitude, Wrestling Headlines, 411 Media, and like Yard Barker, Cultaholic, TJRWrestling.net, comicbook.com, PW Mania, Cage Side Seats, and Sting. That's the channel. Sting himself even quoted it on Twitter, on X, with the scorpion emoji, approving the headline that Sting reveals he signed a multi-year deal with AEW. Interview with Kayfabe Friends was the header on Twitter. So that's what one hell of a week you had, man. Congratulations.
Well, Kayfabe Friends, I mean, all over the place.
All over the place.
That thing took off. And it took off quick because it was like breaking news. He hasn't done an interview since he retired. And I don't know why, like we kept talking about, maybe this week I'll drop it. Like, I don't know. Our heads was in the fucking clouds with this one. But that thing just started taking off. It was in like the times in India, WrestleMania, What Culture. It was just it was like, okay, here we go.
All over the world, bro.
But it's a great jump off, number one, for Kayfabe Friends, but also like,
a huge spike in subscribers because of that. I think we got like at least 300 subscribers off of it. So
Yeah.
shout out to you. Shout out to the work. Shout out to the way you conducted yourself on that Sting interview. And like I said, shout out to Sting himself for taking the time to do it. And you did a lot for the Kayfabe Friends podcast in doing so. So if on behalf of myself, on behalf of my colleague Dave the Difference, in behalf of Mr. Massa, we thank you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to doing a part 2.
Yeah. No, I think there's a couple things with that. Obviously, we got exposure off that, where we were able to be a part of that. I mean, just Sting's illustrious career, and have that moment there, but then also shine a spotlight on Cauliflower Alley Club. A lot of people were hitting me. It's like, oh, I've never even heard of this. What is it?
Sting hadn't even heard of it.
When
you brought it up to him in the interview.
Yeah. He was very unaware of the extent of Cauliflower Alley Club, so it was able to get the word out there on the organization as well. And, we already are selling tickets to the August reunion in 2025. So caulifloweralleyclub.org. But I want to thank everybody that covered the story, that shared the videos, to those that just downloaded it and didn't give any credit. I get it. I've done the same shit. I get it. But to the real journalists out there in the wrestling world, appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all, everybody, taking the time to just send people to Kayfabe Friends on where they can see the interview and where the interview was conducted from. We really do. We do thank y'all. So if y'all haven't had a chance to go on to our YouTube page, check out this nice exclusive interview with the icon, AEW, WWE, WCW legend, TNA legend, TNA Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer, the icon Sting. His first exclusive interview since his last match in Greensboro, Carolina, going up against the Young Bucks. And y'all, if y'all haven't checked it out, go check it out. Leave a comment, give a thumbs up, and pass it on to your friends, your fellow Stinger friends, and like I said,
Stinger friends. No, it was just a magical, it was just magical, man. Magical. Thank you to everybody, and blessed opportunity to be there. Thank you to the CAC for giving us that opportunity to rock with, create CAC TV and essentially get in there. We had a vision. We made it happen. Just the beginning. We still got more interviews from the CAC, but we got a lot of shit coming. I know that if you look at the numbers and the rankings, and we're just getting started, but we have a passion for this. We've been doing it for a while. We got the knowledge, we got the love, we got the connects, and we're ingrained in this industry, and we're not going anywhere. So thank you again to everybody.
Thank you. But
their support.
Thank y'all. But I was scared for a second. I was scared because, like I said, I was like, oh, hey, I was like, Dave, we're trending. I said, we're trending. I said, hey, man, we need to get on top of this. Hey, man, we're trending right now. Everybody talking about Kayfabe Friends, talking about Sting, what he said on an interview. He dropped 2 gems about something that happened to WWE, something that happened to AEW. So definitely go check that out. But I was scared for a second because we were trending. But then another bombshell happened at IWC. And like I said, it broke news. It was the top trending thing for a minute. And that is Samantha Irvin. Samantha Irvin leaving WWE.
Yeah, that was huge.
So that happened literally right 2 days after we dropped the interview.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
time
shit. I was
is
they're going to start talking about that. They're going to start talking about the Sting interview. So now let's talk about the Samantha Irvin thing. What did you think about that? Were you surprised? Were you shocked?
Oh, I think everybody was shocked.
Yeah.
Probably except for her and Ricochet.
Yeah.
But I think everybody was. I mean, she was a phenomenal ring announcer. I know that she ended up saying that just wasn't her passion. She wanted to do more, but phenomenal. Like she was a superstar, and the way she announced matches, the way she called it, the passion, the excitement that you saw. I don't know. She said she wasn't passionate about it. She looked passionate about it.
That's why everybody fell in love with her, because of the clips that you would see her.
Oh, yeah, she was invested.
By the ring keeper. I mean, the ring keeper, the timekeeper. The way she would be sitting there and they'll capture reactions off of something because she wouldn't know the results of the show prior to her calling it or her announcing people. So when they were recording reactions, when somebody would win or lose, they were genuinely genuine.
Yeah.
So when they would catch the one thing that had her connect with all the hearts of everybody at WWE and all the fans from young to old was the WrestleMania 4 we was at. Shakur, you were there too. When Cody Rhodes finally finished his story and he won the WWE Championship. And the way Samantha Irvin was announcing him, "Hey, you
Oh yes.
and she was crying in the middle of it, and you can hear her voice cracking. And then Cody getting out the ring and hugging her too. It was just little stuff like that. And then the nice flamboyant way that she would announce, "It's Chelsea Green," just like that, just adding more validity to Chelsea Green and her being a character and the stuff that Chelsea Green was doing on Raw and SmackDown. So that's why people were just so shocked and they were stunned. But the stuff that she was saying, like she blacked out a profile pic on X.
Was this prior to?
This is prior. This is after she made that. Well, they made WWE or somebody made the announcement because she was supposed to be on Raw that day and she wasn't there, so she wasn't on Raw. And then after that is when she actually took the time to let everybody say what they were saying on social media.
Yeah, and
she kept talking about it.
Yeah,
well, she would respond to some fans and they were like, "Well, she just did it without telling anybody. She just up and left." And then she was like, "No, WWE was aware that once my contract expired, then I'm gonna leave."
That was a wrap.
So when that happened, there was more fans reaching out to her, and then she would also give more feedback, like you said, that she revealed that, quote unquote, she didn't want to just be a ring announcer. She actually had more plans to advance and do more in the business of WWE when it comes to being she wanted to be a GM. She wanted to be an on-screen character.
Yeah.
That was what she really wanted to see her doing, but then she got stuck with being a ring announcer, and then WWE told her that's all she was going to be.
But you say stuck, and that's the thing is, if you're so fucking good at something, you're gonna get like you're not gonna move. That's like The Rock saying, "I want to be a ring announcer." It's like, no, you stay in your lane. You're The Rock. No, you're gonna be the champion.
Uh-huh.
So she was just so damn good at it. But I think that leaving, and number one, always follow your heart. It doesn't matter what it is. We look at it like, oh, that's a dream opportunity. I was thinking, well, why didn't you just wait till after WrestleMania? At least go to WrestleMania. But that's me. Who knows what she's feeling or how she's feeling? Obviously, she has her reasons. And I'm sure a huge decision like that, you weigh it out. And you gotta check your gut and say, is this what I want? What do I really want? Is this my path? And if they made it clear that this is where you're gonna be, and that's not where her heart wants to be, then she made the right decision. Who cares what we think, right? Obviously, but hats off to her just for following that, because people dream, people pray to be in that situation. So to walk away from that has got to be something bigger pulling you in a direction, and you got to have that belief in yourself. So I love that for her, and I wish her all the best. We'll get over it. Somebody else is going to ring announce. We're going to love them. But,
I don't know if we're going to love them.
Right. Not like that. She was just different. She was different.
Samantha Irvin, you were different.
We were on the plane with her from WrestleMania.
Yeah, her and Ricochet from Philly back to Vegas.
WrestleMania. And I asked her, and she had told me, and I didn't want to break the news, but she had told me then she was thinking about leaving. And
she told you that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did he tell us that? Wow.
Well, she said, keep it on the low.
She said, keep kayfabe.
Yeah.
She said, keep kayfabe. And thus, Kayfabe Friends was born.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's good to know that she was your original kayfabe buddy, the kayfabe friend before me.
Samantha Irvin. There it is. Yeah.
But what people,
it's like if you got a good situation, right? And a lot of people don't understand this. So we talk about like NJ Holiday, he's Kayfabe Friends. We're about to blow the fuck up, and then he's gonna go.
We already blew the hell up. Sting interview, baby. Yeah.
Right, which is good, right? You just hold on. You just hold on. But then people online, they'll be like, well, why the hell did he go on the radio show of the guy that you're beefing with and not fucking tell you? I get an alert on my phone. Late night episode of The Joke Show.
Oh, here we go.
Who do I see pop up on the thumbnail? NJ Holiday. Now, Shakur.
I'm in high demand, baby. I'm in high demand now.
Shakur.
Texas this weekend.
I'm good with everybody, especially if you're in the wrestling industry. I got one person that I just don't fuck with, just because like it showed his true colors is just not somebody I mess with. And I've expressed that here. Who do I see in there? Not one plug, not one mention. It's not about it.
I plugged it. Oh, don't you do? I plugged it. He was there.
Did not.
And he got on tape.
You were there?
I plugged it. I got it on tape. So like before you start capping, because you like to wear caps all damn day. You like to show your hair. You like to show your head. You know what I'm saying? You like to show your ass.
Oh no, it doesn't change it. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't.
There we go.
Doesn't change a thing. You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
I'm in high demand, baby.
You know what's interesting? Joe DeFalco just called me and was like, your boy called me, wants me to. And I was like, oh, interesting. I couldn't even get a call from this motherfucker. Wait. I would have went in there with baseball bats. We could have NWO'd something.
Oh,
he in there.
Yes. Let's.
Yeah, we're having a conversation about what?
Wackest shit ever.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Okay. I just told you I'm in high demand, baby. So if the price is met, the price is met. Now, let's go back to your kayfabe.
You backstabbing sons of bitches. Really?
Can we get back on the topic of hand? Let's talk about, and this is a topic that'll get you back focused, ladies and gentlemen, for the boys that are watching.
I think we come to our 60 minutes.
The other thing that we gonna miss.
This is a good time to end.
The other thing that we gonna miss.
Where we at?
Samantha Irvin with nobody.
70 minutes now.
Samantha Irvin.
Yeah, she followed her dreams.
Not only was she a perfect ring announcer.
Understand that shit.
Let's not forget those beautiful, beautiful pictures that she would just post online. We're not gonna see those no more either, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna miss you, Samantha Irvin. We're gonna miss you. You are the GOAT.
Don't change the subject.
You are the GOAT.
Don't change the subject.
No, you change the subject.
Don't change the subject.
I'm getting us back on point.
Don't change the subject.
I'm gonna we're gonna let him do that.
We'll work this out to some degree.
Samantha Irvin.
That's funny. That's like if you guys popped up in this motherfucker and there go JD3 and they're in here today.
Okay.
They're in here today.
Hey, reel it in. I need you to reel it in.
That's mine too?
Yeah, I need you to reel it in and stay focused here. Because the fact that the fact it's not. The fact that we lost Samantha Irvin, it sparked an outrage to the point where everybody
it did spark an outrage.
With the GOAT debate of ring announcers. So I need you to give me your GOAT ring announcers now that Samantha is gone.
Howard Finkel.
So
done.
you would take Howard over Samantha.
Well, you said goats.
That's what I'm saying.
That's plural.
So
that's plural.
So look,
that's you want to go shows. I choose.
It would be
Kayfabe Friends. Number one. Number one.
Ring announcers.
Oh,
ring announcers.
Son of a bitch.
So you got Howard Finkel, the Fink.
Yep.
You got Tony Chimmel. Sorry, you got Tony Chimmel.
Nope.
He's not in there. He's not in your top four.
Keep going.
You got Lillian Garcia.
Okay.
And then you got Samantha Irvin, because I wouldn't put I think his name is Greg something.
You don't even know his fucking name.
Yeah, so I wouldn't put him in there.
Fucking NJ Holiday. Just backstabbing fuck.
And you got Alicia Taylor. Let it go. I need you to you sound like Bret Hart right now. Come on, he's off there. Let it go.
Now I see why he's the way he is.
But put him from first to fourth. You got Howard Finkel, you got Tony Chimmel, the rated R superstar.
Yeah.
And then you got Lillian Garcia, and then you got Samantha Irvin. First through fourth. How would you line that up?
Howard Finkel. Samantha Irvin.
He's the best.
Samantha Irvin.
Okay. Ooh, Lillian or Tony? Who's going number three?
Lillian. 100%.
So Lillian, so Tony's number four.
And then you got he's AEW now.
Oh yeah, you got Justin Roberts.
Yeah, Justin Roberts, then Chimmel.
The Undertaker. So I would actually take out Lillian and put Justin in Lillian's spot. So it would be like Howard Finkel, Samantha, Justin Roberts, and then Tony Chimmel.
Lillian's not even on there?
Because who did she announce the best to you? Who did she introduce that was always like that stuck out to you?
Who was Attitude Era? Who was Attitude Era?
The Attitude Era, it was Fink. Howard Finkel.
Was it Howard Finkel?
Yeah, he went all the way to like 2003, bro. 2002. Lillian took over in like 2003, 2002, but Howard Finkel was on all that. He was all throughout 98, 99.
We sure about this?
Yeah, because I'm thinking about WrestleMania.
Yeah,
He was the main
I guess
dude.
so. Yeah.
WrestleMania 16, WrestleMania 17.
Lillian was just there. So
Lillian came in the Ruthless Aggression era.
nah, she was before that.
Nah,
Huh?
it was Fink.
Okay.
They even had
Fink's number one, man.
They had Finkel in
Fink's
like
number
some
one.
storylines as far
Fink's
as like.
fuck you. Fink's number one.
I agree with you. So what you like fuck me for? I agree with you. I said he is number one.
Okay. And then Samantha Irvin. I mean, you could almost I guess just legacy is Fink. Samantha Irvin is dope, stand out, different.
Fink was the ring announcer for WrestleMania 3.
I'd be good if that was the whole list.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But like
Chimmel.
But he made it. The Rated R superstar in its own right. And then The Undertaker, and when he introduced Batista, was always dope. And Rey Mysterio, he would say Eddie Guerrero pretty good. So I like Tony. But like a lot of the people that was trying to come for Samantha, like you just said, like she wasn't, before her passion for wrestling became a reality, she was a very passionate musician.
Mm-hmm.
She played the flute, she played the piano, she could sing. So now she wants to pursue music, and I get all that. But the key element that was a driving force, like you said, where you don't want to like stay where you're at, was when you're at a place where you met your husband. And now the person that you're traveling everywhere with, you're riding in rental cars everywhere with,
it changes.
You're traveling by yourself.
Right.
So with your husband gone, he's not on the same route with you. Why would you want to continue to do that? Travel the roads, get on the planes, get a hotel and stuff by yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you could just honestly like pursue your first passion and still spend more time with him because he has a lighter schedule too.
Yeah.
And now he's back home in Vegas more.
That's why relationships is bullshit. I think, well, who knows? I mean, I'm not saying their relationship is, but I'm saying as a whole. Okay. If that decision was based anything off of spending more time with her dude.
Because what if Ricochet stayed in WWE? I don't think Samantha leaves.
Oh, right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, if that swayed the decision because my man made the decision to go to AEW, which I don't think was, I mean, he had to make a choice.
Still got time. He's been there it's only been like 2 months.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening over there, but I think that if that was some of the basis of her decision, not a smart move. But I think if it was to follow her passion of music and this will allow her the time to do so, more power to her, you know?
Okay. But yeah, all in all, like I said, Samantha, we thank you for all the memories that you gave us with WWE, all the countless nice, beautiful ring announcements where you were introduced to Tribal Chief, the way you introduced Roman Reigns, the way you introduced the Bloodline, the way you introduced Cody Rhodes, the way you introduced...
Just the way she did her job. She was amazing.
Job. Nope, it's going to be a tough act to follow. Like, speaking of Crown Jewel, it didn't feel right without you at Saudi Arabia introducing the Bloodline. We had Mike Rome, you know, so...
Yeah. But, I mean, that might open up an opportunity for me. You heard me at FSW last week. Killing it. I listened to it back. I was like, fuck, I got pipes. If you listen to it, oh, you're an asshole. What is that supposed to mean? Maybe the universe just opened something up for me. And then you'll be like, oh, yeah, way to go, dude. Way to go, dude. We did it. Kayfabe Friends is now WWE ring announcer. But you son of a bitch.
But I know that's just like Samantha Irvin, a ring announcer is not your first passion. So you just.
But if they said, hey, come be a ring announcer, you got to understand, I would connect and go wherever I'm supposed to go after that. That'll be part of the journey.
So it's gonna be it's gonna be some cap in your rap. That's what you're doing. You're gonna be capping, so you can rap on the.
Was I capping last weekend? I mean, there's different opportunities in this business, right? You wouldn't do it?
I mean,
NJ Holiday, come be the ring announcer for WrestleMania.
I would do it, but you're asking me how you did for the FSW show.
Are you saying I suck?
No, I'm not saying that because we didn't even talk about that. We was going to talk about that later. But yeah, Trick.
What do you mean later? The show's over.
No. Trick, Treats, and Slams, FSW. You're right. It was a Kayfabe Friends invasion. We had Dave the Difference come through, and he was the ring announcer while yours truly was on color commentary. He was doing the damn thing. He was able to talk about Headlock and Hearts. He was able to talk.
I talked about Kayfabe Friends.
You was talking about
Did I talk about Headlocks and Hearts?
You did. You advertised it for the next show, Toy Drive. You bringing it back.
Oh,
Yeah,
did I? I
you did.
don't even remember.
You don't even remember.
I was in such a high. I don't know.
But it was a time. If y'all can go check that out on Fight TV. Kayfabe Friends Invasion. Kayfabe Friends Invasion on the FSW Treats and Slam. It was a hell of a night. It was a hell of a night. You got to ring announce. You got to pass the mic off to little man there.
Little man there. Oh yeah.
I forgot his name.
Stone.
Yeah.
Stone. So they had the kids class come in. They had the ring announcer. He was dope. The kids were dope. That like the students. That it was a good show, man. It was good. The energy was there. The crowd was there.
It was good to be back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Be back at FSW. Be back at your roots.
And it was fun, man. And I look forward to getting back there this Saturday night. State of emergency, FSW Arena. It's going down Saturday night, 7 p.m. We'll be in the building. NJ Holiday, are you on commentary too?
State of emergency, ladies and gentlemen. You had your exclusive. I got mine now. Will be the debut of Culture Inc. here in Las Vegas at FSW. State of emergency. The culture is about to change the future stars of wrestling forever. NJ Holiday, the Georgia Peach Kaya Dream, the integrated Malik Bo City, all in the house from Reality of Wrestling to here to Las Vegas. It is a time. I'm excited. You finally get to meet the crew. You get to meet the team. Kayfabe Friends, coaching under one roof, same time, state of emergency. Like they just said, Fight TV, 7 o'clock. Don't miss it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get shut out.
Don't get shut out, man.
Don't get shut out, man. Y'all need to come through. Coaching live at 5. Debut of Future Stars of Wrestling. Long overdue. I'm excited. It's finally happening. We got Malik Bo City going up against the Nevada States champion, Matt Vandergrift, for the Nevada States Championship. Then we also got the
could have an upset.
Yeah, could have an upset. We could very well have my coaching brother, Malik, take that Nevada States Championship back to Florida. He very well could.
I thought he moved out here.
He hasn't moved out here yet. He's still out there in Florida now. He's still
bullshitting me.
Yeah,
I thought he moved in with Moon.
He gets
What the hell?
No, Moon had some other plans going on, so it was occupied. It was occupied. But then we also have the Georgia Peach Kaya Dream going up against none other than Zamite. That's gonna be a nice one from Arizona.
Yeah,
from Arizona Wrestling. So that's gonna be a tough task, but it's nothing she's not too fond of. You know what I'm saying? This is a woman that's been on AEW Dark. She's been on TNA Impact. She's been on NXT. She's most recently in the new Trick Williams music video.
She's no spring chicken, man.
No.
She yeah. So I'm excited about it. It's going down Saturday, FSW Arena. If it's
State of
6035
emergency.
Harrison Drive. If you're in Las Vegas, come on down there. Meet the Kayfabe Friends. Meet Culture Inc. Meet all the FSW superstars just down there having a blast, having a good time. And then also, like I had stated, after the show, immediately after, we'll be doing the fundraiser for Chris Bey. So it is going to be good times for a good cause. If you come out, support the wrestling industry. We're here. We're not going. Well, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm loyal to the soil, baby.
The slugs. Okay, got us straight. Okay.
So I'm going to save the beer for myself. And
you're going to save the what?
The beer. The real
No. You're supposed to be doing a live taste test. Pop the cans open. Let's taste them and see how they go.
I'll do that in the privacy
You're
of my
not
own.
doing no privacy. I'm going to take these beers to my
You know what I learned
studio.
about? So when I was in Boston and I cracked open a fresh can and I started drinking some real American beer, brother. And I started thinking to myself, what's a real American? Well, a real American, brother, he's loyal. Not backstabbing.
Who was backstabbing? Maybe I wanted to ring announce this past show. Maybe you took my job. Maybe you backstabbed me. Did you think about that?
I didn't think
Did you think about that?
You know what?
But you know what? I kept it kayfabe. I kept it professional. I kept it copacetic. You know?
You're right.
You should learn something from your compadre here.
I didn't think about that.
But
yeah,
no,
I mean, we all got.
Let's go ahead. Like the real American beer. Let's go ahead and do the live taste test. Let's see. Let's take a sip. Let's see if you actually like it. And let's not put no cap in your wrap. Where is that? Let's try it.
Well,
let's give a shout out to our sponsor, the Real American Beer. Thank y'all again for hooking us up.
So the Real American Beer, for those in Vegas, this is only available on the East Coast right now. They are launching it out to other states, but I flew out to Boston to get it for the show because I know you guys are excited. And I've been hearing all the hype about it. I'm a Hogan guy. I don't give a damn what anybody. I know. I get the looks, man. I get the looks, and It is what it is. But
doesn't work for me, brother.
Well, let me tell you this on the Hulk Hogan thing. In January, I received a phone call that said, in January, I received a phone call that said, I want you to interview Hulk Hogan. You down? What do you think I said?
Hell yeah.
Let's go. So we flew out to Miami.
For your birthday.
Oh, I flew out.
You flew out.
Yeah, I flew.
You heard it. You heard the disdain in his voice.
Yeah,
he like flew.
Yeah, as they RV'd out there. Now I can only imagine how horrible that road trip was.
On the way back, though.
Oh yeah. Even worse on the way back.
But we got footage of that, and we're gonna drop some of those little by little.
But we went out there to get an interview with Hulk Hogan. So many ups and downs and promises and lies and this and that never happened. We were maybe 5 feet from him, 2 feet from him, right next to him. No interview. Here's my promise to you. And I don't give a shit if you don't give a shit. I'm getting my interview with Hulk Hogan. Come hook or crook, it's happening. Hulk Hogan, I've been a supporter since day one. I understand there's some reasons why people will tell me that's not the smartest move, but that's my guy. We're going to get that interview. I guarantee you.
I love that interview.
Based on love.
I love that interview.
Ain't going to be no hefty checks dished out for this one. Based on love, that interview will happen. I guarantee you that. I'm not putting a time frame on it. Just putting it out there. But
you're speaking it into existence. I love the energy. Like I said, you've already on a good start. You got the Sting interview. Like I said, that's a hell of a
is that
way
not
to
on the same level as
that is? No, it is on the same level. That's what I'm saying. You, like I said,
I'm saying that's insane.
That's insane. Like if anything, that's probably even bigger because Sting has been more active. He's been more
just retired.
Yeah, just retired. A recent champion. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing more than Hogan. He's been relevant. So, and I like that energy. So I'm gonna speak something else into existence. And this is just based off of what we just saw this past Wednesday. Taking it to AEW. MVP Shelton Benjamin. They signed their contracts. They've been in AEW. They've been teasing it. We finally get Swerve and Shelton.
Yep.
Lo and behold, after the fact, the lights go out. They come back on. And whose name is on the Titantron? None other than the almighty Bobby Lashley is now all elite AEW. The Hurt Business is back in business.
Hurt Syndicate, yeah?
Yeah, the Hurt Syndicate is now the name of AEW. So that's what I wanted to ask you. Your thoughts on the reunion of the Hurt Business, now known as the Hurt Syndicate. MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, back together again in AEW.
I'm going to give you a different take on it. I like. It's good to see them back doing their thing.
It's great to see them back for the culture.
Shelton Benjamin, like he's got a lot left in the tank.
Does he?
Tremendous talent, and I think underutilized in WWE. I don't know what happened there so many times, but he's definitely the guy.
You know, my take on that
What's that?
is basically everybody says the same thing. Why didn't Shelton ever become WWE champion? They're mad about it. I just feel like, and this is an honest take on that, he was just a victim of coming up in the wrong era.
Vince?
Not Vince. Nothing ain't got to do with Vince. It was just look at his class.
Oh, yeah, look at the talent
the class
around
that
him.
he was in there.
Yeah.
He was up in there with OVW 2002, Brock Lesnar, Dave Batista, John Cena, and Randy Orton.
Right.
It was like all those guys became champion. I mean, like that's 4 people off the top. They multiple time champions, all 4 of them. Now, if there was a time and point that you could choose to give Shelton Benjamin that run
Like
to
the
be champion,
era with Bret Hart, he could have taken Bret Hart's spot in a heartbeat. No pun intended.
The Bret Hart spot.
Yeah.
You talking about during Bret's era?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about in the Ruthless Aggression
You said
era.
he was in the wrong.
He was. So if you was to take him out of the Ruthless Aggression
Put him
era,
there,
you'll put him in a new generation era.
And he would have taken it.
But at that time, there was no
Bret
black
Hart
champions. So
been.
how was you going to do that?
What'd you say?
At that time, there was no black champions. Let me repeat myself. So how was you going to do that?
We'll get rid of Bret Hart.
That's just you being petty. I'm talking about literally sitting there thinking.
Well, here, let me ask you this.
Okay.
AEW. Great to see him. Obviously, they're going to make an impact and an introduction there. Is he going to get an opportunity to do what he's supposed to do now? Is it too late in the game? Is it too overcrowded over there? We always talk about that.
Well, they've lost a lot of people. Like, keep in mind, Ricky Starks hasn't
CM
been
Punk.
back. Well, they lost CM Punk. They lost Ricky Starks. Has still hasn't been on TV. You lost Miro.
But I'm saying the spot though. Where does what's his and obviously in that clique, Bobby Lashley's the guy. So if there's a big opportunity, it's going to Lashley. So where does that put Shelton Benjamin?
He's got two lanes we can thrive in. That's the TNT title division, and that's the Inter-Atlantic Championship division.
You don't even know the fucking title. That's what I'm saying. Is it relevant? I'm talking big time. I'm talking big league. Lashley can go to the top.
Oh yeah. Well, that's he's tailor made for that. That's why you sign him. I'm pretty sure they gave him a big fat contract just to do so.
Right.
But I'm talking about when it comes to Shelton, he's gonna be in a secondary title role. I mean,
so that's what we were just saying is with WWE, he never got that.
And then you immediately just said that obviously Bobby's going to be up here.
Mm-hmm.
So you already short-sided Shelton. So why couldn't it be Shelton up here and Bobby down here?
Maybe that's just his role.
You see what I'm saying? So you basically disagree with me. So there's nothing wrong with that. You still getting paid. You still added championships to your resume. You still adding more accolades to your legacy. So if he was to come over there and thrive in the TNT Championship role or the title that
you gotta know when, like when I segue to like end the show, a perfect ending. You just like to keep going. He likes to go rogue.
No, it's not rogue. There was topics that we didn't hit, and then you're just if you're getting tired, then just say it. But what I'm saying is, we just hit 3 other topics that we didn't hit in the first one. We might as well just get out the way now.
Well, that's why I thought we'd split up and do it.
You can still do that with this. Because what
did I say? I said, if we go into another one, do what? Let me know so we can exit it and then go into another fucking show.
What you gonna change and all that? I know you're not.
We have to re-intro and anyway, back to Shelton Benjamin.
No, because
back to Shelton Benjamin.
I'm saying you got a part
Let's go. This is a 5-hour episode.
No.
You're up for it. He's tired as fuck. This motherfucker been out there kayaking and shit all day.
It's just a part 1. It's a part 2. You can do that for a single
is that
podcast.
how it happens?
It's a special Halloween edition episode of Kayfabe Friends.
It's not even Halloween.
Whatever. You're making it seem like it. I got the gimmick going. You don't got shit going.
You got sunglasses in a hand.
What they said on the other guys? I'm a peacock, David. You gotta let me fly. Fly with me. Can you fly with me? Stop tearing down on my wings.
Shout out to Real American Beer.
You need to have the sound like on standby just to play. I am a real American. Okay. Fight for the lives of every
You don't
man.
even know the fucking song.
Oh, sorry, you sing it. I apologize. You're the true Hulkamaniac. Go ahead.
You don't know the song.
Go ahead.
You don't know the song.
Come on, little Hogan.
So I think
just sing the song.
Have you been watching AEW?
Yeah.
I
didn't want to give like too much of like what they're doing because you don't like that.
Yeah. Well, and it's just when I was on the plane, it was on, and I was trying to get back into it, man.
So you couldn't invest yourself in the storyline that Swerve has going on with Nana and MVP in the Hurt Syndicate?
Yeah, because they got that history.
Uh-huh.
I can't. I don't know where it's. I'm just so.
Private Party just became the AEW Tag Team Champions. First time ever, 5 years in the making, but they finally did it by defeating the Young Bucks, the EVPs, and they sent them running. They had to go back in their locker room and they were shredding all type of papers and stuff as if they're leaving the company or something like that. The elite, so to speak. They're trying to
Moxley.
Moxley taking over, beating down everybody,
murdering people,
murdering Chuck Taylor, murdering Daniel Bryan. Haven't seen him since. He's gone. So who is behind the true motive of Moxley and the direction that he's been taking with his hostile takeover of AEW? Because now it's like, you're a WCW fan. You remember back in the day, what was it? It was WCW. And they had their rivalry with NWO. So
I'm thinking, say Hogan's coming back?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying look at what they're doing. I'm thinking like maybe
I can see what they're
Mox and Crew versus the
I gotta see AEW. They have to come up with some type of faction.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you got Bloodline, which is just killing it. NWO, which was killing it. Yeah, they got to come up with something. And I see that route. And how do you get there and get noticed? You do some super extreme shit like suffocate people with plastic bags, and so they're doing something. They're pulling out the stops. AEW, I'm looking forward to. I think they got to show up in LA. We're going to.
Yeah, Adam Cole's back.
Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, Adam Cole is back.
Yeah, so There you have it.
AEW's like they got the storyline with Adam Cole. They got the storyline with the Hurt Syndicate, and now they're teasing
Adam Cole. I'm not an Adam Cole guy.
You were never an Adam Cole guy.
I think that I missed his rise. What he was Ring of Honor, yeah.
Yeah, he came up through Ring of Honor,
and like he was killing it there, and that's where everybody
NXT.
I didn't watch him in that, and then NXT, and then everybody was kind of like, oh yeah, it's Adam Cole, baby,
Undisputed Era.
And then when I watched him, like when I really started watching him was his whole angle with MJF, and I was like,
when they were tagging and stuff, better than you, baby.
Yeah, and I seen him when we were at the last show. Out here in Vegas, and I was like walking down the hall with him, talking with him.
Yeah,
he's a tiny guy.
Oh my god, you one of those? You're body shaming now?
Is that body shaming? I'm just saying he was a small dude, but he comes across as very small in the ring too. So you tell me, and this is no knock. I'm just making a fucking observation.
Man, you put some money in the swear jar, dog. Go ahead.
I put some in there this morning when I was cleaning. All them coins.
Do I gotta pay for him? I gotta pay for you now?
All them coins.
That's embarrassing.
No. We're gonna build this up. This thing's still a go.
Y'all see this? I love my subscribers. I love our viewers. So I'm gonna stick to the deal. You just cursed, so I'm gonna just put it in there for you, compadre. Because
I like how he just every once in a while notices I curse.
I got you.
Okay,
I got you.
So yeah, if there's a match that you could tell me, go back and watch this on Adam Cole. I'll go back and watch it.
AEW or WWE? Be specific.
Whatever you think was something that would make me a fan.
Oh shit! Hey, Adam Cole versus Daniel Bryan on SmackDown when he was NXT champion. They invaded SmackDown. That's one hell of a match.
I'll go to it. Did he lose weight? Didn't he get injured and stop working out?
He broke his ankle.
Uh-huh.
So while he was on rehab and everything, he probably did lose some weight.
Yeah, I heard that, and I know he talked about it in a promo too. It's like people say
he probably just went through a little minor form of depression because him and Britt Baker aren't together no more.
No,
they broke up. He said they're still friends though. They'll always love each other.
Damn.
But he just announced that maybe 2 weeks ago or a week ago. Yeah, he also said that he doesn't see himself leaving in AEW. He's gonna retire there. Pull a Daniel Bryan, which I get.
Makes
He
sense.
had 2 serious injuries that would have you second guess how long can you really do this. But yeah, he's had a rough year, to say the least. So
he lost his boo.
Just like you lost Gabby.
All right, well, what do we got?
We got the recent WWE cuts, the releases. So it's been announced.
We're just talking everything, I guess. This will be a 2-hour episode.
It's been announced. Baron Corbin has been released from his contract.
I know we were just talking about doing short form stuff.
It's been announced.
Here goes this guy.
It's been announced that Indy Hartwell.
Here he goes. Go ahead.
Who's gonna do the short? You just say he's ready to go. Nobody's trying to do no short stuff.
He's ready to go.
You're ready. You're finna fall asleep.
I don't fall asleep.
Nobody's trying to do no extra stuff. So just stay with me. Let me fly. You're pulling on wings again. Let me fly.
That's your catchphrase now?
Yeah, I got
go ahead.
You gotta let me
Let's talk about these recent releases.
What do you think about them? With Baron Corbin leaving, with Tegan Knox leaving, and with Indy Hartwell leaving.
Indy Hartwell, I would say, was a surprise. I mean, obviously, she's been maturing in the business. She's kind of been finding her niche and growing into that position. So that was kind of interesting, and you never know the behind the scenes of what leads up to it. Was there more to it, or was it something that she wasn't happy with? There's a lot more opportunities, I mean, Samantha Irvin just left.
You would have had Indy be a ring announcer?
No. I'm just saying, it's like you never call what the reasons are somebody's going to leave or why they're ousted. And maybe they saw something that we don't.
I think I saw the writing on the wall because I don't know if you remember, bro, but 2 years ago, she finally became the NXT Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
She became the NXT Women's Champion, and then this was after WrestleMania 38.
Okay.
Stand and Deliver, and then the next night you had Brock and Roman for the champions match, or the greatest of all time, whatever. Yeah. But in the midst of her NXT Women's title reign, you all of a sudden she's been called up to the main roster. So with her being called up to the main roster, she has to drop the belt.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and you make her drop the NXT Women's Championship, but I heard having not one single title defense.
I shouldn't have one.
Not one. You call her to the main roster with no plans for her. Nothing.
Right.
No plans for her. You gotta wait till Candice LeRae comes up with agrees on a new contract with Triple H, and then she comes back to the WWE. And then when Candice comes back, oh, Indy, we got something for you. You was with Candice in NXT, we can just put you with Candice now. Yeah. And then we're gonna have y'all tag for the women's tag team belts here and there, and then you don't win them. And then Candice LeRae just became the first ever women's speed champion on X. And then what does that mean for Indy?
Is that a thing? I've never watched an episode, but I didn't even know they had.
You're not on Twitter. So it's
I am on Twitter.
Well, it's a WWE.
I know what it is.
Well, it's only on Twitter.
Yeah, but I didn't know they had a belt and all that. I just thought it was just quick.
Oh yeah. So she became the first ever women's speed champion because there was all rumors. Oh, the WWE needs to have a secondary women's belt. So
and that's it.
Well, that's it, basically. WWE, we got one. Because that's why, I don't know if you remember, when they Triple H unveiled that belt at Bad Blood, that's what everybody thought he was unveiling. But he unveiled that Crown Jewel belt, and everybody like, what the fuck?
Oh, okay.
So,
okay. Yeah,
I'll put in $1. I got you, fans. I'm sorry.
It is. All right, finally. And I think Baron Corbin, it was whatever. I don't like
bum ass Corbin.
I like that gimmick, if anything.
Ass is not a cuss word, but you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and put the money in anyways. I got you.
Might as well put a 10 in there. Dude.
No, I got you. I'm not a cheapskate like some people in the kayfabe community.
Were you shocked? I mean, Baron Corbin said after his contract expires, he's out. So I guess that's coming up really soon here. But yeah, what was he doing? And I mean, was there a place?
He was in NXT doing stuff.
He's somebody. Yeah. But what was he doing
on the main roster? Nothing. But on NXT, he was in NXT. He won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic with Braun Breaker, and they became NXT Tag Team Champions.
That was an odd team.
Yeah, the Wolf Dogs. I think that's what they call themselves.
I don't know.
Yeah, they call themselves the Wolf Dogs. That was a thing.
That was an odd team. I think that he went through so many transitions and switches and ups and downs and never really hit that peak of what he could do. I mean, when he came from NXT, they were trying to build that. I just think it never got legs. I think that he became a fixture because he was versatile, but then it's like, really, what do you do with him? And also as a company, you're always looking at where can you cut expenses. You got people that we haven't seen for months that are sitting backstage every show that we may not see for months that are just like, you look at like a Natalia, right? I don't think she's going to go anywhere.
No. She's going to be a coach or something soon.
Yeah, what she gives behind the scenes and whatnot and the legacy of the Hart family. But is she ever going to, like come out of her? I seen a picture of her like, that's her?
Yeah. So
like, damn.
Her and Tyson Kidd, they have a nice extensive partnership with the WWE as far as like Kidd being the agent
school,
in the school.
They got a school,
so they all like there's a lot of friends of mine that are training with them on a weekly basis in Tampa, Florida. So I don't see Natalia leaving the company anytime soon. But this adds another reason why, and we look back of WrestleMania when you had Kurt Angle's final run, and then his final opponent, Vince, you got him facing Baron Corbin, and you give
yeah, that was insane.
You gave Corbin
that was fucking insane.
Was insane, and you gave Corbin that distinguished like badge of I retire Kurt Angle, and then look at how that paid off for him these years later. He got released. You know what I'm saying? So you could have gave that to anybody else.
Yeah, that was
but you gave it to Corbin, and look, that didn't even benefit him
at all.
Yeah, so
nobody saw that coming.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kurt.
That was
I'm sorry, Kurt. On behalf of Vince crazy ass, I put 5 in there.
I know Kurt talked about it. It was like he was okay with it.
He had to be.
I don't know why, though.
What else would he have done? You gonna say, Vince, no, I'm not doing the job.
I think when you go, you put somebody over, right?
You got to do something.
Maybe they had plans or something that,
right?
But I never saw it.
Right. So, like,
I mean, he won the first Andre the Giant, right? Battle Royal.
Was it the first?
Wasn't it him?
No. Cesaro won the first one.
So you won the second, or
yeah, he probably won the second or the third one.
But it just never caught on. Then the bum ass dude.
That was his best.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was
that's
his
funny.
Best shit. Yeah,
that's funny.
And then King Corbin was like a close second. King of the Ring. Yeah, he won.
And no better. no better king than Booker.
But this also adds to the point where anytime you get that Money in the Bank case and you don't cash it in,
you're downward trending.
You're downward
forever.
trending. So I feel I'm feeling kind of scared for Austin Theory here because damn, I feel like you're on the chopping block next year because damn.
Oh.
You know?
Well, where does he go? They put that's the thing. If you put such a hype on Austin Theory, looks dope, like got skills, but then if the crowd doesn't get behind it and you can't find that niche, can't find your angle, you're gonna fade away.
And this is a guy that beat John Cena at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then look where his career has gone since then. Has he benefited from it has he been on the decline?
Nah.
And as you can see, obviously he's been in decline.
Because I think that as well as I know, we decide who's going up and who's going down at the end of the day.
Evident Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Whenever they say, this is the guy, we're like, no, he ain't.
Right.
No, he ain't. He ain't proved nothing to us. We'll tell you as fans,
right,
who's the guy. We're behind him. Like when you start pushing somebody, you've seen it with Roman Reigns. And then once that person does their own thing,
then
we're like, okay, yeah,
I like it.
Now he's the guy. Now he's the guy. Now he's the guy. And then when he gets too big, we're like, we don't like him anymore because he's not our guy anymore. We're wrestling fans.
Yeah.
What the hell do we know? So thank you, NJ, for this.
Well, no, you just you got some time, and then you still didn't do the.
Thank you.
You still
NJ.
didn't do the hot seat with Holiday segment.
That's coming up next week.
That's coming up next week
with Holiday.
You've been gone. No.
Hand me that case of beer. Hand me that case of beer.
Can we still do the live taste test for the American beer? You're trying to.
Yeah, hand me the case of beer, asshole.
The people are loving this kayfabe camaraderie.
Don't rip it. Just we're gonna open this. Give me the
product placement.
There you go. Give it to me gently.
Product placement.
Give it to me gently. No diddy.
Oh, here he goes. But while my compadre is showing love to our sponsors, thanks again for Real American Beer. We're about to test these babies out. I want to try how it is. I'm gonna go ahead and keep my ongoing segment with my compadre here called Hot Seat with Holiday. See if he melts under pressure tonight.
That's why we got a producer back here.
Answer.
When somebody starts going off the rail, you say that's a wrap.
No. He said we got time left. I just saw it. So
you
relax.
Said we had time left.
You're trying to cut it.
100 minutes. And we were supposed to go 60.
How long?
But we got time. He don't.
How long is 2 hours? You don't do
Who
math.
said 2 hours?
Who? You literally just said it.
I said if we were going to do 2 episodes, what did I say? We cut it and
we're already
restart.
No, we're already
this
doing it.
This is just one continuous episode.
It's called part 1, part 2. You cut it up. Learn how to work with me. Let me
You do a part 1, part 2 when there's like a big cliffhanger.
Are you gonna pass me a beer? This is what I'm talking about.
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet? You don't know? You don't think I'm real American? I brought you that Hogan DVD with Hogan on the cover of it, and then that's what you want to do? Okay. So now this Hot Seat with Holiday.
Real American Beer. These are rare. You're not going to get these out here.
Never.
So I'm going to be very selective with who I share it with.
So the guy that
are you a real American?
No, I took you to your first WrestleMania.
Are you?
I took you to your first WrestleMania.
You got me in there?
I took you to your first WrestleMania. I didn't say
you went with me?
Yeah, I sure did.
You took me.
I sure did.
Took me?
I sure did. I drove the car for like 5 minutes.
Full of shit.
But
are you a real American?
I am a real African American.
Proudly serving the real American spirit.
Proudly serving.
Right here. Shout out to Hulk Hogan for the beer.
Brothers.
I mean, this thing is taking off. It's got good branding.
In my African
Number one
sisters.
is what I'm going to say as we're talking about the real American beer. I like the brand. I think he's promoting it well, especially with the political stuff going on right now. It's, let's talk about it over a real American beer. We could have a discussion. We could have different opinions, but one opinion resonates throughout the land. Real American beer, the only beer you like that plug. You like that? The only beer you need. So I don't care who you're voting for this year.
Who are you voting for?
Well, it doesn't matter. What matters is we could talk about it as friends and have a nice beer here. We're going to try the beer. Real American beer.
I'm a real American.
And then we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
I'm a real American.
So So let's go ahead and crack it open. Oh, it's got a nice little.
It's got a nice little what?
Nice little pop up.
You sound like Stone Cold, huh? Okay. You gave it to me like that. What you want me to do? So that was a nice little sound too. I'm there.
We're gonna take a sip here.
Nice and crispy.
That's some good beer. So this is a light beer.
It actually is good. Okay, Hogan.
It's got a light taste to it.
Okay, Hogan. Up in the beer game.
Tastes like America to me.
All right. But so before we go, my boy Dave is on the hot seat with Holiday.
Everybody for
and I'm
tuning
finna
in.
hit him when
Make
he's
sure
gonna
you-
answer it.
make-
Wait a minute.
make
No.
sure you
You heard me.
Make sure you
So
subscribe.
this is what we doing. We doing a
Make
hot
sure
seat
you
with Holiday.
subscribe to the show.
Dave,
Hit
the
the subscribe,
difference,
hit the like
You
button.
have one question and one question
All right,
only.
let's
All
ask
right,
this
you
one
ready?
question, then we're getting the fuck
All right,
out of
here
here.
we go. Before my man here gets his panties in a twist.
How do you like the
Now-
beer? How are you not even going to talk about the beer?
Because how much drink and talk to you at the same time?
Well,
I'm
you
trying
gotta
to give you the
taste it.
question. Did you not just see me tasting and gave?
Didn't he say, aren't we doing the tasting?
He saw me tasting and gave my
Well, give it more.
opinion while you was up my ass. All right, relax.
No
this
kidding.
right here is a nice, well-made American beer for your average American wrestling fan. All of our wrestling fans out there, our Kayfabe subscribers, y'all go out here and y'all get y'all a nice case of this real American beer this Thanksgiving holiday, and y'all enjoy. And you remember who told you to go get it? Dave the Difference, NJ Holiday, your Kayfabe buddies.
Yeah, go to realamericanbeer.com. It'll give you a list of locations that it's available. Like I said, it's not on the West Coast yet. We got exclusive here. So if you come on the show as a guest, if you're a beautiful honey baby and you want to come by and drink some beers, give me a call, DM me.
They got to give you a call and DM you. They
I got a
can't call
couple
me.
cases. You don't have access to the beer.
I don't have access to. I have access to the honeys.
Bring them through.
Hot seat with Holiday.
I'm
Y'all.
clipping that.
Let's
You have
get it.
what? You have what?
I have access to the honeys. So now we back on Hot Seat with Holiday. The Difference. You are on the hot seat. Here it is. One has to go in their entire legacy. Here are your options.
NJ Holiday.
Option number one.
Right?
Well, option number one, Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Option number two,
Uh-huh.
Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Option number three, Edge.
Yeah.
Option number four,
Okay.
Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
One of these guys has to go in their entire legacy when it comes to what they did in the WWE. Who are you going to let go?
Edge.
Damn. Didn't even think about it. And why? Why?
Well,
The regular superstar?
yeah.
You gonna let go of that moment at WrestleMania 17, him spearing Jeff Hardy off that ladder?
Oh, so the ladder match is out.
His legacy, everything, all the matches that he was in. his
The
moments.
ladder match is out.
That's part of his legacy.
Sell me real quick on them.
So sell you the Rated R Superstar,
Mm-hmm.
one half of the Execution Brothers.
I said sell me.
Okay, fine. Edge, the man that made the triumphant return at 2020, one of the most memorable moments in all of Royal Rumble, when he made his Royal Rumble after he broke his neck, supposedly, couldn't wrestle forever. That moment's gone. The moment at WrestleMania 17, the Astrodome, when he speared Jeff Hardy off the top of the title where he was holding it, that moment is gone.
Mm-hmm.
His matches, the Money in the Bank match, he was the first ever Money in the Bank winner. So that match, it's gone. That moment, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
The live sex celebration he had with Lita,
Mm-hmm.
where we saw Lita's. Y'all know what y'all talking. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know my wrestling fans saw that live sex celebration 06. That's gone.
Okay.
The moment where he went into John Cena's home and he was a huge part of making John Cena the big star that he was in the Ruthless Aggression era in 06. Him going to his dad's house, slapping him in his own crib. That moment is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Edge and Christian, that whole tag team. If there's no Edge and Christian, there's no Dudleys.
Yep.
There could be no Hardys. There's no TLC.
Now, you can't start wiping other people out the fucking industry.
No, did you let me finish? I said the TLC is gone. So if the TLC is gone,
somebody wouldn't replace them.
who else would you give that ladder kind of moniker to? Well, the chair
Christian.
moniker to? Christian and who?
I don't know. Whoever would have
Because
been.
you know who got Christian signed to WWE?
Edge.
Edge. So there's no Christian without Edge.
Okay. Well,
So that's what you can't really just jump into.
Well, you
a
can't
decision
start
like
deleting
that.
Dudleys and like.
I didn't
what kind
delete
of
it.
shit?
No.
You said there's no Dudleys.
I said there's no TLC. That's what I was
There's
saying.
still a match. Somebody would have got in there.
So that's why I said. So now that I just told you, now you're thinking on it.
First off, I'm on a political standpoint. All tremendous talents.
Mm-hmm.
All have brought so much to the industry, so many magical moments,
Mhm.
and I mean, the history of wrestling would not be what it is for all of them.
Without
But we said
Edge.
Rey Mysterio,
Randy Orton,
Edge,
and Triple H.
Edge,
You're standing on it.
100%.
So no T. Okay, all right. No
100%.
TLC.
We
He's
take
an
out-
11-time champion. You know, all
Yep.
that's gone.
Yeah.
The concerto, that's gone. The spear, it's gone.
It's gone.
Oh my!
What do you want me to do?
So you're cool. Okay, I mean,
We'll put it like this.
Edge. I feel for you. And that's
Who would you have picked?
me personally. Oh, you ready? And I'm cool with this answer. You can be mad all you want. All you want. But I have no problem letting Triple H go.
That's the dumbest thing.
No,
you said.
well, no, it's not. No, it's not. Because what? We don't have no DX. I'm fine without no DX. I'm cool with that. We had the NWO.
You're on some different
We
shit,
had the
dude.
Shield.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe.
You don't think somebody can do Triple H's job right now? You're lying to yourself.
Who?
You're lying to yourself. Shawn Michaels.
Who?
Shawn Michaels. The Undertaker can do Triple H's job right now. Don't do that.
It's different, dude. Okay, well,
Y'all tell us who y'all agree with in the comments.
Obviously, definitely not Rey Mysterio, because then we wouldn't have Dominic.
I
We
love
wouldn't have
Rey.
Dominic.
I love
and
Rey.
Dominic's the guy.
But not even that. We wouldn't have cruiserweight matches.
I
We wouldn't
get
have
it.
Lucha Libre.
So Edge is out. Sorry.
Triple H is out. Sorry. I'm fine with that. Y'all tell us who y'all agree with in the comments. Do you agree with Dave the Difference and letting go Edge and his entire legacy? Or you agree with me and we're letting Triple H screw his way to the top by banging the boss's daughter and becoming
Even great.
the
I mean,
CEO of the
that's
company.
great story. That's
I'm-
great behind the scenes. That's like so many epic encounters. You're fucking insane.
Keep
dude.
in mind, Booker T wins the world title at WrestleMania 19 if there's no Triple H. Just saying. Just saying.
All right. Well, I'm sticking with mine. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know, man.
Can you give a salute with the real American salute? Can you do something? Like, sheesh. I liked your answer. Edge and Triple H.
Yeah, you agree. Yeah?
Wait,
Or you agree?
No,
Shakur, who would you X out?
Triple H or Edge and their entire legacy going to be
There was 4 people. It's not Triple H. Now
Rey
you want to
Mysterio, Randy Orton, Edge, or Triple H. Because Edge is a good wrestler to me. Edge is a better wrestler than Triple H. See, Edge is a better wrestler than Triple H, bro. I can give you.
All right, this show's over. Thank you again. Go ahead. Cut.
Wait,
Done.
no, give me a
We're
good.
done. We're
give
done
me
recording.
Give me a memorable Triple H match.
We're done recording.
David Difference and MJ Holiday, talking news and wrestling all day. Kayfabe Friends, the podcast